triple-double. Told him check the stats. Yeah, I got a couple. I don't drive the ball. Now I never fumble. I'm the MVP. Now I feel like Russell. Feel like John Morant. Need a triple-double. Told him check the stats. Yeah, I got a couple. I don't drive the ball. Now I never fumble. I'm the MVP. Now I feel like Russell.
All we're going to do is we're going to stretch up our legs. So me and Ethan are going to be in our guard stance. Ethan's going to throw a kick. I'm going to step to the side and catch it. He's going to get his nice positioning here. He's going to do 5 bounces on his standing leg. And then I'll drop it. He kicks me with his other leg. Step to the side, catch. Doing 5 bounces. Then I'll do my leg, etc., etc. We'll do this for 2 minutes. Just to get our hips nice and warm before we start getting pads and kicking. So everybody grab yourself a partner. Let's go.
Got a couple carrots around my neck, self-respect. When you out of line, you put yourself in check. They don't hit me, they don't hit me though. It's like you're going round and round and round like a merry-go. There's the truth, I fall for any else.
We're going to do some freestyle pad rounds, 3 rounds each, and we're doing some drills. For those of you that don't know what freestyle is, I'll explain it before we start. So we're going to do 3 2-minute rounds of freestyle pads. There might be a few people who haven't held pads before. If you haven't held pads before, just keep it dead simple. You don't need to overcomplicate it for yourself. It's not about how much you get your opponent to do, it's keeping them switched on, moving around with them, and making sure you meet with the right amount of resistance and it's easy to hit. So if you haven't hit pads before, I would literally just keep it as jabs, 1-2s, and maybe right kicks. If you haven't held pads before. So when we're hitting pads, Harley's going to keep the pads down. He's not going to walk around like this. When he wants me to do something, he'll put the pad up. So see, he's holding for a jab now. So I'm going to step in, hit my jab, and he's giving me the right amount of resistance back on that pad. There we go. Okay, he might hold for a kick. So he's holding for the kick. See how he's turning his body, his elbows on the outside. I can kick, back in my normal guard stance. And we've also got 1-2. So when you hold 1-2, both pads are going up. He's going to hit back into my hands as I hit. So I get the right amount of resistance. What you can also do in between is he can move around with me, so I keep the distance. He can even go to hit me. I can cover or parry, whatever I want to do. Keep your opponent switched on. For the people hitting pads, don't get too close. Don't stand here because it's not realistic to fight him. You know what I mean? You're just going to get absolutely lit up. Make sure you're 1 step away from everything. So when he puts his left arm out, we're wrist to wrist apart. This is my distance away from my target. So if he holds for a kick, I don't even have to move. I can kick. Yeah? If he holds for a punch, all I've got to do is step in and then step out. He holds for a kick. I'm here again, ready to kick. Yeah? Does that make sense? Okay? We'll have 3 pairs in the cage. So we've got enough space to move around. We'll do 3 2-minute rounds, and then we're going to swap over so the other people go hold in pads.
Showing what you read, know your worth, and no such cheat. It goes inside of me, can't take it out of me. No matter where I get, it's not where I'm meant to be. I be shining perfect timing, check your watch, and I know who I am, I am no longer lost. I got tired of walking around with a mask on, smiling with my heart, singing sad songs. Yeah, I was living for myself, I was dead wrong till I get the call, no cell phone.
So we're in a beginner Thai boxing class right now. Did some freestyle pads, and then we're going to go into some sparring drills. Like and subscribe.
I got tired of walking around with a mask on, smiling with my heart, singing.
I want everybody to do 25 kicks fast off each leg. So maybe we will. We're going to go right leg first, we're going to go 25. And 25 off my left, let's go.
Yeah, I was living for myself, I was dead wrong till I get the call, no cell phone. Man, you talking to the real me. Yeah, man, you talking to the real me. Yeah, man, you talking to.
Right guys, we've got 3 2-minute rounds coming up. Everybody got a partner? Like I say, if you're new to holding pads, keep it simple. Jabs, 1-2s, right kicks, moving around a little bit in between, keeping your partner switched on. Okay? You ready?
Real me, talking to the real me. Made in this image, I'm a young man, cheese to the real me. Yeah, man, you talking to the real me. Yeah, man, you talking to the real me. Yeah, made in this image, I'm a young man, boy.
The reason why we're going to get used to starting to defend the jab first because it's the most common strike going to be thrown, whether it's Muay Thai, K1, MMA, boxing. The jab is going to be the most common punch you're going to encounter. So we'll learn to defend that first, and then we'll start adding other things in between. Okay? The first 3 defenses we're going to work nice and easy. We're going to work the parry with our backhand, we're going to work the slip outside, and we're going to work the slip inside. Yeah? And it's all about finding the timing. So when I'm throwing my jabs at Mark, or Mark's throwing his jabs at me, we're throwing the jabs relatively slow, no power, but they're accurate. So if Mark doesn't move his face, they're going to hit. Put your hands down, Mark, for me. It's going to hit him. Yeah, and that's important. I'm not doing this above his head so it purposely misses him, because then he doesn't need to work any defense at all. It's not going to be too hard. I'm not trying to catch him out. We're trying to develop good reactions, and that's the important bit. So if we go this side, because I know a lot of you are down there, if you turn this way, Mark, a bit. So when Mark throws his jab, perfect, good. And again, boom. That's where he's throwing it, right on my forehead, right on my face. So the first one we'll work is our backhand parry. So as he jab, just a little knock on my backhand parry and bring it straight back. The next one is going to be the slip outside. Boom, shoulder goes down. The next one is the slip inside. Boom, just there. We've got 3 jab defenses. For the people throwing the jabs, you can also work your offensive striking using your forward going back in range. So Mark parries my jab. I'm out of the way after. I'm not staying too close to him that I'll get down with. He goes slip outside and then slip inside. Notice how we're not staying in the pocket. You can't defend shit here. You are not defending anything. You have no time to react. Get used to being one step away from all your punches. You can see everything a lot clearer than it's like you're in the Matrix. Yeah? So he throws a jab. Oh, parry. Slip. Slip. Yeah? That's all I want us to work. 3 for 3. Parry. Slip. Slip. When we're slipping, turning my shoulders slightly. I'm not doing this horizontally. I'm almost dipping my shoulders. Yeah? You can move your feet as well if you want. Just turning your hips ever so slightly to slip. And you only want to miss it by a centimetre. Yeah? It doesn't need to. So when he throws the jab, I don't want to do this. It's too big. I want to miss it by a little bit. Here. It's almost like gone over my shoulder. It's wiggled my ear a little bit. That's a good slip. Yeah? Let's work that with our partners. 3 for 3.
Feel like John Moran, need a triple double. Told him check the stats. Yeah, I got a couple. I don't try to ball. Now I never fumble. I'm the MVP. Now I feel like Russell. Feel like John Moran, need a triple double. Told him check the stats.
We're now going to work 3 other defenses. Okay? We're going to work cover, step back, and then we're going to smother. Okay? Well, this works really well together. I'm using Mark. So the next defense we're going to work, imagine these are 3 different defenses now. We've got 6 defenses in total, split into 3 and 3. So when he jabs, I'm going to put my gloves together, I'm going to cover just for the 1 punch. The next punch he throws, I'm going to step back just so I'm out of range. Now, most of the time, because you're out of range, when he wants to hit you with that next jab, he's really going to reach for you. So as he really reaches for me, I dip my level and I come underneath. And what that does, it tends to break the rhythm, especially if someone's a really forward fighter, like always walking forward and stepping forward. You can get them to chase you a little bit, and then you come underneath, you're sort of resetting yourself, whether it's Thai and you want to clinch, MMA you want to try and take him down, or whether you just want to get a reset so you can stay in that front floor and get a reset from it, so that he's not backing you up too much. One thing you don't want to do if Mark throws a jab is step back, and again, throw a jab, step back, and again, step back, and then suddenly my back's up against the fence and I've got nowhere to move. Yeah, you've got to make sure that you break these habits. So like, he throws a jab, cover, throws a jab, step back, throws the jab, I'm underneath now. I'm getting underneath him. Whether you can hit a counter or something while you're underneath, or whether it's just a way to reset yourself, because when I go underneath him, I'm here, I can come around the side of him and reset the angle, whatever I want to do. Yeah, so we're going to go, once again, I'm going to go cover, step back, underneath, then I can come out. Yeah? That makes sense. Yeah. Try it.
I got a couple. I don't try to ball. Now I never fumble. I'm the MVP. Now I feel like Russell. Yeah, I need it now. Told him on the lay. I've been moving dog. Yeah, I'm on the way. I don't hate it.
Where are you going to take him down to?
I don't got no pain.
and then you push me directly after, as you are doing. I'm gonna push back into you. Yeah, so like, do what you're doing to Sam. No. You had this there, didn't you? Yeah. As you do that, Sam, push me and go. See, we're both. As soon as you push me off and make that distance, I'm gonna bury on that back and start fighting it. Whereas if I don't do that to Sam, I do what you did. We're both punching each other. Whereas if I get underneath it, now I'm on the side. Yeah. What we're going to do now with our partners, we're going to do a few rounds of this because I think this is quite important. We're just going to do 5 for 5 jabs. So I'm going to throw 5 jabs at my partner at any sort of pace I want to throw them at. We're not trying to hurt our partners. I'm not even trying to necessarily land them. I want my partners to show good reflexes and reactions to this and stay calm under pressure. We're going to take it in turn. We're going to go 5 jabs each. So if I'm here with Mark throws 5 jabs in his own time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now it's my turn to throw 5 jabs. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hey, boy. 5. Yeah. See, now I can throw a few feints in and stuff like that. But notice what I'm doing when I'm throwing my strikes. Look how far away I'm staying from Mark. You know what I mean? I'm not walking forward at Mark and changing the game, because realistically, if he's got good defense, he's good countering, I'll walk, and he's got really good jab defense, I'm going to eat some counters. So at the same time, I'm staying safe. You know what I mean? Like, if I'm here with Mark, throw your counter, so slip on the outside, throw a counter right hand. Boom, if I stay there, I'm going to get caught with something. Now do it. You ain't catching me for shit, I'm still here. You know what I mean? I'll just pop, whatever I want to do. So for the people throwing your jabs, stay safe. Don't just walk forward because it's not your go. If that makes sense. Because you know nothing else is coming. Still stay switched on, still stay sharp. The people doing the defense, take the time, stay composed under pressure, really focus on the movements and the timing of what you're doing. And don't do the same defense twice in a row. Yeah? They'll cotton onto that and start catching you out. Okay? Let's give it a go.
I've been trying to get it, running up all these digits, and I've been in the gym. I've been up doing minutes, I just put in that work. Told them it's strictly business, and I see through the face. Doubt is burning bridges, feel like John Morant. Need a triple-double, told them check the stats. Yeah, I got a couple, I don't try to ball. Now I never fumble, I'm the MVP. Now I feel like Russell, feel like John Morant. Need a triple-double, told them check the stats. Yeah, I got a couple. I don't try to ball, now I never fumble. I'm the MVP, now I feel like Russell. Yeah, they don't want it done like I want it dog. Yeah, they say they want it, then they took the summer off. I've been going down the list, checking numbers off. I was checking on your numbers, told them something's off. I was at the bottom, now you know I'm climbing. Now they sending deals, they know I.
We're gonna have a round each, so everyone gets a round each with your partner. Ethan's gonna go on his back. I'm going to make sure his feet are in between my legs. He's going to go down, he's got a high bar feet at the top. 1. Got to do a minute of this, 2, 3, 4, 5, now all the way. Next one that he's got to do is, he's got to be in the press up position. He's got to go press up, tap, and again, and again, and again. And then the last one that we're going to do, burpee clap. So he's got to do 5 of these. Yeah? The way we'll do it actually, instead of doing 3 minutes, like 3 minutes each, we'll do 5 minutes in total. He's got to do 10 sit-ups with the clap, 10 press-ups with the clap, 5 burpees with the clap, then it's my go. In my go, it's his rest. So I really want you to smash out your go as quick as you can. The quicker you smash out the go, the more rest you get, theoretically. Yeah? I want to see how many sets you can do. Thanks. Lazy bastards, need to do a bit more.
Why aren't you doing this, Reese?
We're too heavy, mate. I don't want to show everybody up.